Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your April 2017 month ahead reading. Now, just to let you guys know that you've got your 21 card 6-month general reading from April through to September sitting next door to this reading. So you've got 2 readings up, okay? I did, I think it was Scorpio and Pisces on those 6-month ahead readings first, but the best way I thought, well, I want to get the other signs in first for April, okay? Scorpio always comes first. I love Scorpio, I'm sorry. I love all of you anyway. You know that I do. You know that I'm genuine when I tell you I really care about every single sign, because I just care about people no matter who they are, what they are. I just care about people. So, you know, I want to make this fair. So, you know, we've got a few of the other signs up and then we're going to come to Scorpio, okay? Scorpios, if any of your, you know, moon or rising is in Aquarius and you're watching this, you know you're my bae, innit? You know you're my bae. You know I love you, Scorpio, very much. But you know, you're heading good for too long, man. Okay, I'm only joking. Right, so we're going to have a look at Aquarius and what's coming up for Aquarius in the month of April 2017. And, you know, I apologise if it takes me a little bit of time to lay the cards. It's just that I need to lay doubles. I need to lay the pairings. Universe Spirit, show me what's coming up for the month of April 2017 for Aquarius. I'm focusing on Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of April 2017. Show me what's coming up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of April 2017. Show me. Okay, just to let you know as well, before we start, I'm using the Smith-Waite Tarot Deck Centennial Edition again for this reading, Aquarius. I'm also using the Angel Answers for your advice card at the end of the reading. And I'm also adding on a new thing where we do a 3-card reading for a message from the Lenormand at the end of the reading as well. So you've got plenty of nice shit coming up for you guys, alright? I always like to please the viewers on YouTube because I love you very much. Alright, so let's see what's coming in for you, little ones. Let's just start laying the cards, okay? Okay, ugh, what the fuck's all this about? Okay, she tried to flip out before. Right. What we'll do is we'll do the first layer and then we'll do the secondary cards, okay? You guys in the month of April 2017, it shows the 2 of Cups. So some of you guys might be very focused on relationship situations, okay? Now, I don't mean to make this about love all the time, but the 2 of Cups is renowned as being a love card. It's not always about love, though. It can be partnerships, business partnerships, negotiations, friendships, whatever the case might be. There is some form of relationship here that you guys might be in, you might be very focused on, but it seems to be leaving you in the present unsure because you've got the 8 of Swords, Aquarius, and this is you guys anyway, because you're sword energy. So this relationship here seems to be leaving you quite unsure. There are restrictions here, mental restrictions. Possibly there might also be restrictions to do with communication around that relationship, because when you get the 8 of Swords, even though her mouth isn't covered, her hands are covered, her eyes are covered, so it means she doesn't see something, or she's frustrated by something, or she feels that her hands are tied, or she feels that she can't speak her truth. Remember, swords are ideas, beliefs and communication. So sometimes the 8 of Swords will come in when you feel restricted from saying something, when you feel that you can't speak your truth, or when you feel that there are certain ideas that are holding you back. And I feel that, you know, because you're focused on this relationship, and as a result of that in the present, you're feeling a certain sense of a certain sense of feeling quite intense, quite unsure, a lack of clarity perhaps with the 8 of Swords, restricted maybe within this situation. Why is that? Because in the distant past, you guys seem to have been worried. You've got the 9 of Swords showing here. Okay, and as a result of that, there may have been, some of you guys might have been worried about something legal with the Justice card, but it might have also been that you've had to make a huge decision with this Justice card, okay? Your challenge seems to be about facing the truth, because you've got the 8 of Swords. Challenge can either be with communication, or it could be mental clarity around this situation, Aquarius, for April 2017. Because the best case scenario, and she's not you guys, is a Queen of Wands. Could be another person, a fire sign in energy, Leo, Sagittarius, or in Aries. Or the best case scenario is you're going to have to get off your ass and be really confident in your beliefs and what you do in the action. Also, the Queen of Wands means to be proactive. So if this isn't anybody around you, it might be that Aquarius, you know, you've got a moon or a moon or rising in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius with this card, and it means if your moon is in that with this Queen of Wands, it means that you're going to have to really kind of get your shit together emotionally, because that's what the Queen of Wands is. She's fire. Queen of Wands does not mess about. She really doesn't. I'm telling you, she's one of the badass bitches in the tarot. Whenever you get this card, you can't think of anything negative with this woman. Only when it's in the reverse, which means a lack of confidence sometimes. Sometimes this means somebody lacks the confidence to move forward. But when she's in the upright, this woman is a badass bitch. Sometimes she'll be the type of woman that's like, you know, if you get this Queen of Wands, especially I feel that if she's in your rising sign, Queen of Wands is a rising sign, because remember with your rising sign, it's the face that you put onto the world. It's how people see you. It's what you give across. It's how you act. So it means that you're going to have to act confident in this situation. She's also a very sexual card. So when you get a Queen of Wands energy, this is somebody who really knows what her self-worth is. But in terms of a superficial element about self-worth, it's kind of like, you know what? I've got big boobs. I've got big ass. You know, I'm going to wear a tight skirt and a low top. You don't have to, obviously. But, you know, this is the kind of woman that she is. Because she knows that her power is in her body to attract. Okay, so it might be the best case scenario in the first 2 weeks, especially if there's a relationship that's going awry. It might be that you need to fight for it with this Queen of Wands energy. It might be that, you know, you're going to have to show what you're made of. You're going to have to show, you know what, actually, I'm the bomb, and you're going to realise that, and you're going to see it, because you can't get any better than me. That's what she's about when she comes out in a reading. It's like, you can't get any better than me. I'm the best bitch in this hood. Sorry, guys, I'm not American. I'm from Birmingham, England, you know what I mean? I probably sound quite pathetic saying that. But, you know, she's that type of woman. You know, she's some badass cow. So sometimes this can mean, you know what, especially if she's your rising, you know, show what you're made of. Show that you're a force to be reckoned with this Queen of Wands. But it could also mean maybe there's somebody else in the equation. The immediate future shows the Lovers. So I feel that this is a card about, you know, if you're experiencing some shit around a relationship here, Aquarius, it's saying for me with the Lovers card, you and this person are kind of strong. You're going to come back together. You're going to speak. You're going to communicate. Okay, there's joint love here. There is real love. There's real kind of sensitivity going on in the immediate future, the second 2 weeks of April. And what you'll experience is, again, the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a wonderful card because it says that a relationship is actually maturing. It's actually receiving, it's actually kind of moving towards a real kind of depth when you get this Ten of Pentacles. So this is what you guys will be experiencing here. This is also communication in terms of the family resources, especially if it's a relationship where you're married. It might be that you're having a chat about the family resources, about how you move forward, how you're strong as a couple together, that type of thing. Your hopes would probably be to be stable. Maybe there's something to do with finances that are here, but also your fears might be, if this is a fear, the Nine of Pentacles can be, well, maybe my fear is of being on my own and having to deal with everything by myself. And the outcome is the High Priestess. And this is an interesting card when it shows an outcome, because sometimes this can show that there is a sense of needing to avoid a problem. Okay, so really avoiding a problem, because the High Priestess for me can mean many things. And as I say with the tarot, these cards are multifaceted, so they don't always mean the one thing. They really, really don't. Sometimes the High Priestess will show up and it will show that you're ignoring a situation or you're avoiding something. Sometimes it will show up and it will say, well, things are actually on an even keel. Sometimes it will show up and say, well, you know, actually there is a very deep connection here, and let's just go with the flow, because she's a passive energy. Let's get the other cards with this. Let's open up this reading, Aquarius, and see what else the reading is saying. This might change some of the reading, or it might, you know, enhance it. Let's see. So we've got the first layer here, and let's see what the second layer is saying. Well, it's good. What's going on here with you? It might have been that there's been a reunion for you guys, because Three of Cups is about reunions and reconciliations. So it might be in the month of April that you guys are reconciling with an individual here. Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. But why is that leaving you worried in the centre of the reading? Let's get when you get the Eight of Swords, you need another card to see what the frustration is around. So let's see what this frustration is about, though. Okay, I feel that there's been a reconciliation with you guys in the month of April 2017, Aquarius, but I feel that the frustration is this person isn't always around. You've got that Four of Swords going on there. It could be a fellow air sign as well. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person that we're looking at here with this Four of Swords. Yeah? But I feel that the frustration is, well, if we're together, if we've spoken, if we've come back together, then why on earth isn't this person consistent with me? Because the Four of Swords often shows up where somebody's either taking a break or, you know, it could be that you reconciled with someone in April and suddenly this person says, you know what, actually, you know, so this could be, you know, somebody who's kind of like 1 minute they're there and 1 minute they're not. So they might say to you, you know, this Two of Cups and the Three of Cups Aquarius, you know what, it would be nice if we were back together. I really care about you. This could be via phone or in person, whatever, you know, I really care about you. You know, you make me feel something really deep inside. And then the next minute, in the present, it's like, as a result of that, it's like, for fuck's sake, I'm frustrated. What the fuck's going on here? What is going on with this person? They said that they'd call me the next day and they haven't spoken to me in 2 weeks. What's going on? So I feel that there is a level of frustration because this is the individual, I believe, this Four of Swords person. This person is kind of either said, well, I want a break, or they've just not said anything at all to you. There's been silence, because that's often what the Four of Swords is. It means a lack of contact. So it might be that you guys have reconciled with someone, Aquarius, but this person is inconsistent with their behaviour. And why are they inconsistent? What's the root problem? Nine of Swords. What's happened in the distant past? Nine of Swords. What's the worry about? And all right, there's a worry about a King of Wands showing up here, Aquarius. Okay, right. This is either an air sign or it's a fire sign person potentially, because we can see King of Wands is facing this upset person here. So this is you guys here. In the distant past, you've been worried about a King of Wands energy here. Could be a fire sign, male or female, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Let's go back to the beginning. Seems to be the you now position is showing a reconciliation of sorts between you and somebody else in the month of April 2017. So you've spoken. However, as a result of that, you're feeling rather frustrated with that Eight of Swords because this person's not always there. They're fairly inconsistent. They don't always do what they say they're going to do. They're not calling you. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not, or they haven't contacted you in a long time. And that's because in the distant past, you've been upset. Nine of Swords, this is you guys, Aquarius. But I don't think that this King of Wands understands it. If you look at these two cards and look at the differences, this person is insecure. And this person, the King of Wands, is not. Because the King of Wands is somebody who is very, unless he's in the reverse, you know, the cards when they're in the reverse, usually I should show the opposite of what's going on in the upright. So when you get a King of Wands, this is confident, this is self-assured, this is somebody who's highly ambitious, this is a man of the people, man or woman of the people. He gets on with everyone. He knows how to kind of, talk to people. He's very charismatic. You know, people love him as a jack of all trades. He's a great family person, apparently. All of that stuff. He does a lot of travelling. So it might be, you know, if this isn't a person, maybe this person's gone travelling, because we know that the King of Wands can also mean travelling maybe to a hot destination. Some of you guys, it might be that somebody has done a lot of travelling, but we can clearly see a court card showing here. So I would say that this person here, the King of Wands, look at how he looks at you. And he's looking as if to say, I don't really care. And I think that you've been voicing concerns to a particular person that probably doesn't really care, to be perfectly honest with you. Because you've had your reconciliation with this person here. Everything seemed quite fine in April. And then this person's gone quite quiet. You've been frustrated because this person's not calling you, or they're not talking to you, or they're not communicating with you, or they're being inconsistent. Because in the distant past, you had some problems probably with this person. This person's proper kind of, this person's probably, you know, a proper kind of like man or woman of the people. And you're like voicing your concerns. You're really upset. And you're expecting that this person's going to understand. And this person's not understanding, I don't believe. Just looking at the general differences between the both of those cards. So therefore, as a result of that, what we've got is justice. Let's see what comes up with justice here. Okay, I feel that you make a decision that you're just going to end this thing, because you've got that Ten of Wands. Tens usually mean completion, but the Ten of Wands is a card about huge struggle, you know, huge stress. You might have made a big decision and said, you know what, this is just too much to carry, too much of a burden, man, because that's what the Ten of Wands is. Too much of a burden, you know, I've made a decision, too much of a burden, this stress has got to end. I'm done with it, man. I've had enough of this shit. So, your challenge, though, is the Ace of Swords. So, the Ace of Swords can mean just direct communication, saying what you mean. Saying what you mean, okay? Let's have a look what comes with the Ace of Swords. You know, I feel that your challenge is that words will bring a final conclusion, because the Ace of Swords we can see as being communication, and the World card is the conclusion of a matter. So, I feel that your worries or your concerns or your challenges is that maybe telling this person straight out is just going to bring this situation 360 degrees. So it's going to end the situation, it will just come to its final conclusion with the World card. And that's why the best case scenario, let's see what comes up with this Queen of Wands, because she's not you, but it could be your energy. Ooh. I feel that your best case scenario with this Queen of Wands, it could be a fire sign maybe that this person is, you know, attached to. The Four of Pentacles can mean obsessed or possession. All right, but also the Queen of Wands can be your career, and it can be work, and it can be, you know, it can be health, and it can be concentrating on being proactive, because maybe with the Queen of Wands, the best case scenario in the first 2 weeks is very much to concentrate on yourself and on the things that will bring you with that Four of Pentacles, security and stability, because I don't feel that there's a relationship here that's bringing you stability and security here. I feel that somebody's fucking with your head, Aquarius, and I feel that you've kind of had enough of that situation. So therefore, in the immediate future, we have the Lovers and the Hermit. The Lovers card is all about, you know, a relationship that is deep. I mean, there's a real deep love, and it might be with the Hermit card, either this person returns perhaps, because when you get the Hermit, sometimes there's somebody who's reevaluated something. So I feel that there's going to be a reevaluation with this Hermit card of this relationship in the immediate future. So when we're seeing here that you guys have had enough, Justice and that Ten of Wands is saying to me, you know what, I've got to make a big decision on this shit, because you know what, it's just too much stress. I'm just tired. I'm just fucked up with the whole thing. You know, maybe, just maybe, I've got to just concentrate on myself. Even though you're not Queen of Wands, your energy can definitely be that. You know, maybe I need to concentrate on work, and I need to concentrate on the things that are going to bring me stability. You know, with this Four of Pentacles here. Maybe I need to be very self-focused. Both cards, if you do combination cards, pairings, look at what both cards can mean. What are the similar meanings of both cards? Well, for me, the Queen of Wands is to self-interest, because she is very much a card. You know, she can be good to her friends and she can be helpful, but she's not like a Queen of Pentacles who will take the time. This woman wants to get things done, and she wants to get them done fast, because she wants to achieve glory for herself. She's very self-interested. She's a leader card, all right? So maybe you guys need to be confident enough to really to kind of, you know, and the Four of Pentacles can also mean, you know, I'm drawing barriers. I'm putting barriers between me and you. So it could be the best case scenario as well, is really to be confident enough with that Queen of Wands to draw a barrier. That's basically in the first 2 weeks of April, Aquarius. But the only problem is that in the second 2 weeks, it looks like somebody's reevaluating that. It might be you, it might be this King of Wands who keeps fucking you about. You know, somebody's reevaluating this relationship here. With that Hermit and the Lovers. Can also mean with the Hermit that you're withdrawing, because the Hermit means to withdraw. So some of you guys might be looking to withdraw from this relationship as well. What's coming in is the Ten of Pentacles. And Ten of Pentacles can be a discussion in a bar, for example. We'll see what you're going to experience here. Well, it looks like a discussion. It might be there is the reevaluation of this relationship. It might be that you need to withdraw from it. But what you're going to experience is some communication between you and this person. 10 of Pentacles and that Wheel of Fortune. Now, these two cards as a combination can also mean financial luck, potentially for some of you guys, okay? So if this isn't about love for you and there is still some form of a struggle going on here, we'll read it in two ways in a moment, okay? But it could mean if it's love, maybe there's going to be some communication with that 10 of Pentacles and it's going to bring a real change with the Wheel of Fortune. Could be for the better. Your fears will be that 9 of Pentacles though. And I feel that it's not a fear. I feel it's a hope. Your hope is with the 9 of Pentacles that all of the effort and the work and the time that you are spending on yourselves, Aquarius, will bring in rebirth with the Judgment card. Okay? So therefore it might be that some of you guys are withdrawing potentially from this relationship. Could be what you'll experience though is, yeah, you have a conversation with this person. Wheel of Fortune can mean anything. It can mean that it brings in a change for the better within the relationship, or it could mean that it just brings in a change that's better for you. And therefore it might be that your hopes are that all of the time that you spend working on yourself, especially if you're withdrawing from this relationship, is going to bring in rebirth with that Judgment card. And therefore the outcome is the High Priestess and, yeah, I feel that some of you guys, because we've got this High Priestess and the 10 of Swords together, the High Priestess often means to avoid something, but it also means to spend time alone, in which I feel with the 10 of Swords, it brings you to a point where something is just done and dusted here. All right, and I feel that that's why, because remember how I do my readings, I look at what's coming in, what you'll experience, and as a result of that, that tells me what's going on. So if you're having a chat here and it brings in a really big change with a particular person, it could mean that, you know, you're very, very kind of, the High Priestess can mean, well, I'm passive or I'm oblivious to the 10 of Swords. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't really see it. I'm really, you know, I'm just not that bothered about it, because this is what the High Priestess is. She's a card that says, well, I'm actually not bothered. I'm actually quite passive. I'm quite nonchalant about this, okay? So I'm quite nonchalant about the ending of the relationship. I'm just not that bothered. For some of you guys, I feel that you're not going to be particularly bothered about the ending of a relationship here. Some of you guys, the High Priestess can mean to avoid though. Yeah, I think you're passive about something, because you've got this High Priestess, the 4 of Swords and the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is a card about, I don't want this, I reject it, okay? So I feel that you guys are kind of passive about the ending of a relationship, perhaps, whatever that type of relationship is, because you don't really care anymore. You're not really that interested. You're being very, very selective with a particular person here. Whatever the situation is for you, Aquarius, what I'm seeing in the month of April 2017, let's go back through the reading. Now remember, with my readings, you can apply this to whether you're, you know, apply it please to any facet of your life, okay? It doesn't have to be love. This can be, you know, you've had talks that have been successful, for example, all right? Maybe you're waiting for something to happen or something like that, you know, around whatever. But just please apply it to whatever you see. There is a reconciliation of some form of relationship here, I believe, in the month of April 2017 for you guys. But it's leading to the present situation being that you're frustrated because you don't know what the hell's going on with this person. They're inconsistent. They might not be contacting you. They might not be speaking to you. You don't know what the hell's going on. And that's because in the distant past, you might have been really upset, and you might have gone to this person and said, you know what, I'm actually really upset about a situation, but they're not listening. Look at how the King of Wands looks over at the woman on the King of Swords, on the 9 of Swords. He's just not that bothered. He's too confident and too self-assured to even be an empathic type. Now, if it was the King of Cups, it would probably be different, because the King of Cups, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a fire sign. It can simply just be somebody. You know, you've got to look at the way that the cards work, okay? Sometimes the court cards are there to serve a purpose. So you get a King of Cups, you know that this is going to be a really caring and a really supportive type of energy person. A King of Swords would look at something very analytically, so he might not You'd be emotionally, invested in the situation, but mentally he might be able to process something in a very fair and logical way. King of Pentacles is a very kind of earth-based person. He's loyal, he's faithful, he's been through a lot, so he kind of understands. But the King of Wands, nice guy and everything, but he's all about, he's he's like a go type. So these type of people you get when they're public speakers or when they're motivational type of energy type of people. And I'm not sure that this person would be very good at understanding what you're going through, because you're crying to somebody here, I feel, Aquarius, and they're not really getting it, which is why you need to make a decision over a situation that's been quite stressful, okay? But justice for me says that you're going to overcome this stressful period. So you're looking at it, it could be maybe, yeah, that, a conversation, we can see cards facing each other, has led to, justice. And justice means that, finally something's been completed with this Ten of Wands. It's been quite stressful, but it's been overcome. Your challenge is the Ace of Swords. All right, so the Ace of Swords can sometimes mean severance, and I feel with the world, it's like severing ties with something and maybe a new beginning, so moving on to something else. But this can also be communication, I feel, that kind of wraps something up with that world card, in which the best case scenario for you guys will be, I feel, to stand in your confidence, but also to have the confidence to draw the boundaries with that Four of Pentacles energy here. In which, in the immediate future, the second 2 weeks of April, Aquarius, I feel some of you guys, it might be that you're reevaluating this relationship with the Lovers and the Hermit, but it might also be that you're actually withdrawing from it. Because what's coming in is a conversation that some of you guys will experience, and it's going to change everything with the Wheel of Fortune. Your hopes will be that all of the time that you spent, because remember, when you do the best case scenario, this can also be seen as the crowning area. And the crowning area is very important because we link it up with the hopes or the fears. So if you guys are being confident enough, focusing on yourself, a lot of self-interest going on here, creating boundaries for yourself to protect yourself in terms of whatever this relationship is, Aquarius, what I feel is that your hopes will be all of that investment with the Nine of Pentacles you put into yourself, your own self-worth, your work, your beauty, your garden, for example, your home, just lots of things that make you feel good. It's going to bring rebirth for you and happiness. You're going to realise with this Judgment card exactly what it is that's important to you. So if there's somebody who's not kind of being on a level with you here in the month of April 2017, Aquarius, and you're kind of like, you know what, enough, I'm withdrawing from this shit. This person says that everything's okay, but then it's not okay, and they don't contact me, they're inconsistent. I feel like you guys are going to be kind of like, you know what, I need to get my shit together on this. I need to be mature enough, confident enough. I need to have enough self-worth, which the Queen of Wands does. Maybe this Four of Pentacles to draw the boundaries. Because at the end of the day, I need to withdraw from this shit. Yes, I'm in love with this person, or yes, I'm in love with this this situation, whatever the situation is, but I need to kind of withdraw from this and assess what's important to me. And yeah, we've come together, we've had a conversation again, but it's changed everything. Because in the outcome, you know what? I'm kind of oblivious to all of this hurt with the Ten of Swords, because I don't really want this anymore. This isn't good enough for me. It's like everything else I've had in my life. Fuck this shit. I'm moving on to something better. So I feel that there is, there's real strength with Aquarius, I feel, in the month of April 2017, Aquarius. I feel that you're not willing to put up with somebody's shit here. I really feel that. I feel that you've had enough. Somebody's playing funny buggers here in the month of April 2017. It's like, nope. Not going to do that. Oops, sorry, darlings. Oh, just dropped a card here. It's almost like, no. Not going to do that. Not going to be somebody's little sideline, or I'm not willing to be. And it leads to this, the Ten of Cups. You're going to be oblivious, I believe, with this Queen of Wands. With the High Priestess, to all of the struggles, all of the pain. It's like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to avoid this shit because I don't want this relationship. It's like everything else. And this is what brings me true happiness with the Ten of Cups. When I know exactly what it is that makes me feel happy. And what makes me feel happy is knowing what my value is as a woman, as a man, as a person. What gives me the value in terms of the person that I am today? Is it this particular relationship, whatever form that relationship takes, where somebody's not stepping up to the plate? They're telling me, yeah, let's get together, let's do this, let's do that. You know, let's reconcile, let's speak, let's whatever. And then, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? This person's not called and they're not doing anything. I've tried speaking to them in the past, but they're not really listening to it, you know? I've had enough. It's a brilliant, brilliant reading. I feel that you guys are really stepping into your power in the month of April 2017, Aquarius. So good for you. Because I don't think anybody should put up with anything that they don't feel is worthy of them. Let's have a look at what your angel reading tells you. What is the message from the angels? Universe, Spirit, what is the message, angels, that you have for Aquarius? Show me the message that you have for Aquarius in the month of April 2017. What is the message, angels, you have for the zodiac sign of Aquarius in the month of April 2017? Show me. It's telling you to reconsider. Whatever that means for you, reconsider. Let's have a look at the booklet and what that says. Reconsider. There is an element of your plan that should be reevaluated. Take some time to really go through your project or proposal thoroughly. Share your intentions with a trusted friend or advisor who can give you objective feedback. Ask your angels for guidance. This is not the moment to make the change in your life that you're considering. A better time will come, or you'll realise that you wish to choose a different kind of transformation for yourself. Whatever that means for you, Aquarius, it means for you, okay? But I feel that, you know, when we look at the word reconsider, and I feel that you guys are reconsidering something here, okay? Because I feel that you have to be confident enough to draw those boundaries, okay? And I feel that this is why the reconsider card is really coming up, because it's saying, you know, you're in this thing, whatever it is, whatever the type of relationship is, Aquarius, and it's not really taking you anywhere. So therefore, for me, is it the time to actually invest in this relationship, or should you be following a different path? And for me, this is about following a different path, because I feel that if somebody's not stepping up to the plate and they're not being honest with you, then what's the point? Let's have a look at what your Lenormand reading says for the month of April 2017. We just draw 3 cards from the top of the deck. Let's have a look at what time do we have on here. 32 minutes, that's okay. Right, so I'm using the Bluebird Lenormand, and oops, there it is, and we're going to get 3 cards, Universe. Lenormand, what is the advice, just in 3 cards, that you have for Aquarius for the month of April 2017? What is the advice? Show me the advice that you have for Aquarius in the month of April 2017. What is the advice that you have for Aquarius in the month of April 2017? Show me. The key. It's saying that an opportunity or a realisation, because the key opens the door. So a key often shows up when you're opening the door to a new opportunity, or when you're opening, you're opening up a secret, or you're opening up a can of words. So the key causes stress and burden, because you've got the mice, and you've also got the burden card, the cross. Now, the mice is a card that represents something that is eating away at a particular thing, because mice, wherever they go, whatever they get into, they will eat away at it, you know. So they'll eat away at whatever it is that they can get their teeth into, whether that's wood, clothing, food, whatever it is. And I feel that what you're opening up, or if you're going to open up something in terms of a particular person in the month of April 2017, I think it's going to eat away at you with the mice card and cause a lot of burden. All right, so whatever it is that you're looking to open up, maybe in terms of somebody who's letting you down, just be aware that this could cause stress and burden, because the key causes stress with the mice card, and burdened with the cross. So I feel that you need to be very, very careful of what it is that you're actually opening up to, or allowing yourself to open up to, especially if somebody's telling you that they're looking to reconcile. Okay, and it's also got the Lady, the Cavalier, brings obstacles with the Mountain. Now the Cavalier is known as the rider within the Lenormand. So this can represent a man that just comes in, a man that comes into your life, and it's got you guys. Sorry guys if you're watching this, but it's showing a lady here. It's showing a man that comes into her life. But when you get the Cavalier, and then you get a card like the Mountain, it's saying that this person's not around for very long. Because this card can either mean news, or it can mean a person. The rider is either a man, or it could mean anyone. But the rider would usually be somebody who's good looking, fit, you know, they've got real charisma about them, or it can be news. So it could be that the lady receives news with the Cavalier that causes huge obstacles with the Mountain. Alright? Or it could be the lady and the rider, either man, woman, whatever, have obstacles with the Mountain. So I definitely feel that there's somebody, just looking at those cards together, I feel that it says what you're opening up is causing you stress and burden, because you and a particular person are facing a huge obstacle in the month of April 2017, Aquarius, okay? I feel that it's saying that your desire for stability is already here. You've already reached that. You already have stability within your life. So don't allow people to come in and really screw around with what you've already built up for yourself, Aquarius, in the month of April 2017. You know, there are changes that are coming in for you guys, okay? It could be in a trip. It could be in something that's moving forward, but it's going to bring great abundance to you. I feel that what these cards are really saying is, you know, do not open anything up with anyone, because it could be that with this rider and the Mountain, this person's not around for very long. And that's why what you're opening up in terms of letting a person back in is going to cause you stress and a lot of struggle with that mice and the cross card, okay? I think it's going to cause you stress, because I feel that you, being seen as the lady, for a lady, a man comes in, but with the Mountain, it's not for very long, because the rider can't go very far with the Mountain in front of him. So it's not for very long. You've got problems with this individual here. So if it's an individual, I feel that this person's causing you real issues, okay? Real issues. I think your desire for stability is going to come, okay? But I feel it's already here as well. I feel you need to be grateful just for what you have and move forward with that. But I feel if there's somebody around you and they're not adding value to your life, Aquarius, I feel that what the cards are really saying is, you know, let them jog on. Because at the end of the day, what you need is value, and not somebody who says that they're going to do something and then they can't front up to it. That's your reading for the month of April 2017. I would like to say thank you very, very much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will speak to you guys again in May. Take care.